on this than Russia spent doing the invasion. We now surpassed what Russia has spent.
But what about this FTX thing?
Oh, yeah, well...
That's where it gets crazy.
Which I love is they're all reporting on, like, how could this happen? Like, you know, he would play League of Legends while he's on the phone doing a $20 million deal. And then... Who was it? Goldman Sachs? Somebody's like, I love this kid. They all think it's great. They're like, how could they think that's great? Because he's a rich kid with connected parents. It's not. If he was just some jerk off the street who looked like that,
right?
They wouldn't be like, oh, this is great.
Well, his mom was a big Democratic Party operative, right? Wasn't she something along those lines?
Also MIT, the guy at the SEC that he would talk to was an MIT professor.
On. Go back, Jamie. What did you just show me?
I was trying to find the actual thing, and that wasn't it, but this is what he was talking about.
Crypto's biggest crash saw a guy playing League of Legends while luring investors. So while he's looking for he was playing this fucking game while he was talking to the investors?
If you just pay a bunch of money to the media, which is what he did, they'll just write things about how great you are.
That's the other thing.
He was a jerk off.
Yeah.
They'll write because there's only two kinds of stories. My friend who used to work with, she told me it's either puff, outrage. It's like puff pieces or hit pieces. That's all they do. Because that's how you get people to look at it and whatever. So that's all they can do.
So you could bribe these companies to do puff pieces.
That's what he did.
Isn't that wild?
The guy from Shark Tank that they asked him, he's like, I'd work with him again.
I think he was actually one of the guys that got paid too.
Of course.
I think he's one of the spokespeople, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Kevin O'Leary?
He had to give some fun disclosures on that video where he's like, before we get started on this, let me tell you that all my business accounts are involved in FTX and I've invested
Dude, there's
in
a video of him
goodness.
on Shark Tank tearing apart some guy who brought a Ponzi scheme to him.
Oh, no.
In fact, where did I say? I think it's CoffeeZilla.
Maybe he believed in this kid.
Yeah, I bet he does. It's just if you know the right people and his brother works with like a Gap or something, a guard against pandemics. Every single thing that you would see.
Did you see what the young lady said? She posted it on Twitter about her regular amphetamine use.
Oh, the chick
making people make life. What does she say?
I didn't see.
Makes real life seem silly.
Yeah.
See if you can find out what her post was. But she was talking on Twitter about how consuming amphetamines on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Here it is. Made non-medicated life seem dumb.
Oh, no shit. It was. But you see the obvious things they're saying.
Look. Nothing like regular amphetamine use to make you appreciate how dumb a lot of normal non-medicated human experience is. That is a hilarious thing to say from someone who in April 5th of 2021 is responsible for how much money?
Dude, but you know what's crazy? They're all whacked out on legal prescription drugs.
Yeah, they're whacked out on. There's another thing that he was taking in a transdermal patch. He was taking schlegeline or something like that.
I just watched that dude. He's like a weightlifter guy.
More dates, yeah.
And
more plates, more dates, Derek.
Boy, that guy knows all the chemical.
My God.
What is he, like a chemical engineer?
No, man, he's just fucking super smart and reads research.
I know. It's so funny. People are like...
I thought he was a chemist.
Everybody I ever knew that was some kind of fitness freak knew a lot of shit about. They weren't like stupid people that shouldn't do research. They were way ahead of everyone else I knew. 'Cause you know how like weightlifting supplements.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, I know a lot of people that know a lot of shit about like when you should eat for the maximum amount of absorption of the protein. How many grams per pound of body weight you have to take. And
that kid with that fledgling, that's amazing. A kid that out of shape is like weightlifter knowledge of nootropics. A bodybuilder guy.
That's his body. His body is his mind. His body's just carrying his mind around.
What are the effects he said it does where it makes you like enjoy doing like boring work or something?
I think it was something along those lines. Let's find Derek's video on it because Derek describes it. But the schlegeline one, he had like a nicotine patch. It was like a patch.
Yeah.
So it's just like getting that slow drip of whatever the fuck that schlegeline stuff is.
That stuff stays in you for a while. Those kind of things stay. Those ones where it stays for a while, you can't just go off it.
Right, transdermal.
Not the patch.
I don't know. It's a 20-minute video. I don't know what the part would be. Maybe.
Just start it. Right there. That's the stuff.
That's the stuff.
Yeah.
Sam.
Play this.
Okay, so he's gonna go. He has his medical disclaimer. He's smart about the way he handles stuff.
What's up, guys? Derek, moreplates.com. Today we're talking about Sam Bankman-Fried and his nootropic use, his drug use, his cognitive enhancing, dopaminergic enhancing drugs that he's using to stay cognitively fucking dialed, dude, for being the hyper-productive entrepreneur that he is, bro. So if you haven't seen, I'm sure you've probably seen, if you're clicking this, the FTX debacle. He's all in the news and has been for a minute now. Crypto fears contagion as billions owed to creditors. Sam Bankman-Fried becomes an ESG truth teller. FTX fires 3 of Sam Bankman-Fried's top deputies. Celebs like Tom Brady, Larry David did ads for crypto giant FTX. Now they're getting sued. Sam Bankman-Fried says fuck regulators. Musk's Twitter ultimatum and making TikToks instead of ads. This is Matt Levine on the collapse of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX and Alameda. So apparently this guy went from a billionaire to nothing essentially overnight from this complete disaster of a situation. If you want some insight onto exactly what happened, check out CoffeeZilla. High quality information on a regular basis in a highly entertaining format. Highly recommend his channel for anything crypto scam related, essentially, or anything financial.
You know who has a good thing on FTX that is not making any conclusions to? This guy, Upper Echelon Games. I watch a really good. It's actually like great. I can't remember what it is, but it's about FTX when it fell, and he just doesn't claim anything. He just shows like it's worth watching.
That other guy, the guy who was the head dog at Google, was it Google or Facebook? Chamath? Where was he from? Was he from Google, right?
I think he runs this at the venture capital fund. I don't know. He probably used to work there.
Wasn't he like
back
the
in the day.
top guy of Google?
Exactly.
Anyway, he's a billionaire, and he really understands it. And he actually
I
reached
see
out
that
to
guy,
them,
yeah.
contacted them, and said, you know, you should form a board. And they told him to go fuck himself. That's literally what they said to
Was
him.
he like,
go
I love
fuck
this
yourself.
kid?
He was like, he's a fucking billionaire financial guy who actually understands how money works. And he said, like, this is what you guys got to do.
Oh,
like, and they're like, go fuck yourself.
Do you think the nootropics were making them arrogant?
They're on speed all day, man. These guys are jacked up on speed,
And they're all
making
fucking.
billions. And
You
they're
know,
fucking each other, all of them. All
just-
9 of them.
In a house in the Bahamas, just smells like nerd fucking.
Just nerd fucking. Just taking Mountain Dew and sledgeling, using a trackball.
These tweets on the side of this are crazy. That's probably what he's talking about.
What's he saying?
It says like Sam has fatal side effects when eating with meat products.
Yeah.
Oh, so is that why he's a
Pathological
vegan?
Gambling and
Yeah,
hypersexuality.
it's that fearlessness.
Pathological gambling and hypersexuality.
Yeah, have you heard of this before on other? I've heard of this with other drugs. You know, I just realized the ultimate gift basket for celebs is the one FTX did, which is just a shit ton of money.
Yeah, oh,
That's
the
better
best.
than
fake money.
than a designer T-shirt.
If that guy didn't go to war with that other guy, that's what happened, right? That dude dumped all of his coins. He sold all of his coins, and they really
Binance,
couldn't cover it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was his like rival.
yeah. He had a whole back door installed in that, so that his